What is real is nothingness, no thingness. It is not an object. It is invisible. It is space. Yet, everything comes from it. Everything emerges from that. We have given it many names. But it is all that there is. Now today, we're going to explore a secret. It is really a secret, from what the letters, so many letters I get. And it is this, that spiritual seekers either don't want to know it, or if they know it, they ignore it. And it is this, the gift of unknowing. I cannot tell you how often I hear this question, practically with every client and in emails. The question is, I know the truth, but why don't I live it in everyday life? It repeats over and over again, because there is the belief that the truth is something. It is something learned. It is something that you've attained. Something that if you listen to the Satsang teacher enough, you're going to learn it. But the Satsang teacher always talks about nothing. You see? No thingness. The very space itself is it. This is it. There is nothing apart from it. But whatever you see or experience sensually is the appearance of it, not it. It cannot be known by you. No seeker can know the truth. No seeker can know the truth. It can only be it. This is what has to be understood, and this is the great secret. It is not really a secret, but it appears as a secret because very few people really want to hear it. It's lovely to read about truth. It's lovely, you know. But most of course, literature is soul knowledge. You know what soul knowledge is? It's always about the soul evolution, the soul learning. You know, what is happening, the stages of growth and all this. You know, we have many authors who are making lots of money now writing soul knowledge. Practically every book that you read is about soul knowledge. Very seldom do we read books who are talking about it specifically, because there is nothing to say. Really, it just it is. So, so what we do in the beginning, because we want something, we want a belief, you see. I used to love philosophy and psychology, you know, and it was filled with having self-esteem, believing in yourself, you know. But then you have experiences, you wake up and you see, oh my God, that's, you know, it's more the establishing of a greater ego. In truth, there is only it appearing as 6 billion people on this earth. Each one is unique, not different, but unique expression of this it, this is, this invisible force. Now, this it, this energy that we are, this real, what we call the real, is always expanded, because it's space. There is no limit to it. It's always expanded. But what do we do? And this is what has to be understood. We contract it. You see? We contract it. We're afraid of that expanse. If we find we are disappearing, even for a moment, if things are becoming too intimate, even for a moment, we contract. Okay? For example, in relationships, if a relationship starts getting too intimate, we begin to withdraw automatically. Why do we withdraw? I don't want to lose my identity. I don't want to lose my freedom. I. This ego all the time wants to be in control. You see? So we contract. Or sometimes you're having a holiday. You go out for a week and you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. And then on the last day, you break out into a fight. Out of the blue, you find some excuse, you find something just to that somehow ruins the holiday. But why is it done? To contract. Because there is a deep fear of emptiness, of nothingness. But that's what the real is. Nothingness, emptiness. You see? But the moment we hear emptiness, we get scared. Thinking of emptiness as some great abyss. You see? Which it isn't. Because everything is filled. Everything is filled. You see? The empty is fullness. So if you are feeling excuse me, depressed or hurt or frustrated or angry, that is a calling to you to see the emptiness of it, to lead you back to that. Because even our contraction we don't do. You see, this is another thing to understand too. The id does everything. It does everything. So therefore, even your actions are the actions of it. But the reason it's frustration to you, not because the it wanted you to be frustrated, it's frustrating to you because the feeling comes of emptiness, and there's a part of you that says, I don't want it. I'm afraid I'm going to be lost, because you think you have an identity. All my life I thought I had an identity. But no one has an identity. You just are. And that is the miracle and the mystery. How do we know that you are not a doer? How do we know that there's nothing to know? And incidentally, here's a beautiful statement. And don't take my word for it, please. Challenge it. Explore it. Because that's how, you begin to feel from inside you. Here's a statement that is this. The moment you realize that there's nothing to know, you realize it. That's called awakening. Awakening is very simple. Is realize there's nothing to know. Shall we explore it to see how there's nothing to know? Okay. Tell me right now what you know for certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Tell me. Anybody. Tell me what you know beyond any doubt whatever.
Nothing.
Okay, just let's keep hearing it, okay? Let it come from your heart that you really know it. Is there anything that you know beyond any doubt?
I know I'm not my thoughts. I know I'm not my feelings.
And when you say, very good, you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, I know I am not Burt.
But I don't know.
But you don't know who I am is. Very good.
I know what I'm not.
Yes, because many people, thank you, many people say, well, I know I am. Really? Who is this I am? Are there many I ams, 6 billion people on this earth? Because they all say I am. But there's only one I am, isn't there? There's only one reality, one truth. One thing that is real. And it's not a thing. It is, just is. You see? And it appears in every being. And every being feel this is. So of course it thinks, oh, I am this. You see? Which in truth you are. But you're also this and this and this and this. But you make it yours. We cannot know it. You cannot know I am. But you are this I am. Just like I know I exist. There are two flaws in it. First of all, the I is thinking that you're is the ego, which of course it isn't. It's that infinite is. And then it says, I exist. Exist. Did you know that existence is the it we're talking about? The real? That is the mystery? So there's no way that you can ever know anything. You think you know because you've read the book, you've memorized it, and you have the words. And the moment you begin to realize you really don't know, That's the beginning of knowing, but in the heart.